Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Rhys and today we're going to be talking about some freaking cool stuff. So stick around because it's about to get interesting. So we have some interesting things to be talking about today, from hardware leaks to new game releases to the PlayStation Showcase. A whole bunch of interesting to be sharing with you guys. But before we get into the video, I wanted to ask you one quick question. What headset are you most excited for coming out at the moment? The Quest Pro, the Peco Neo 4 or the PSVR 2? Let me know in the comments down below because I'm super interested to find out what hardware it is that you guys care about the most. First up, we have new releases coming out this week. On the 15th, it's a freaking busy day because, as we all know, in virtual reality, every game has to drop on the same day, otherwise it just wouldn't be a normal month of VR. Anyway, our first game coming out is ULTIMECHS. This is coming out from Resolution Games and it's a free-to-play game, so if you're looking for something to pick up and just have some fun with where you don't have to break the bank, then this might be the one for you. ULTIMECHS is essentially giant mechanical dudes who are playing Rocket League, so instead of rocket cars you're using your rocket fist, so you can shoot your fist off and then guide your fist to punch the ball into the goal. Rocket League in VR, but you know, a bit of a new take on it, kind of different to how they did it with Knock with the bows and arrows. In this one, you're shooting your giant mech fist at a ball instead. Now, yeah, it doesn't sound that exciting on the surface, but honestly, it's actually kind of fun to play. I've had a go at this early myself, and now it's coming out on the 15th for all of us to play on Quest and PSVR, so definitely one to keep an eye out on. Free to play. It's a good model in my opinion. It might just about hold the VR community into the game for a little bit longer. Be interested to see what they do with game passes and stuff like that in the future, but for now, it's free to play. Go and enjoy it. Next up we have Paradox of Hope. This game is like the Metro of VR. It is so freaking good and it's made by a solo developer and I cannot wait to cover this again on the channel. I've already checked out an early preview of this doing the raids, and I have an early preview coming out hopefully tomorrow which will be covering the story mode for this. I'm just so damn excited to see a project like this actually come to light, because not only does it look freaking phenomenal and play freaking phenomenally, but it also is made by a solo freaking dev. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. When you have teams of people making these floppy games that come out sometimes, and then you have something like this that comes out that's just a pure passion project, I'm absolutely hyped to share this with you on the channel, like I say, so stick around for tomorrow because that's when I'll be able to show you some actual gameplay of this. Anyway, definitely have this one on your wish list. It's on Steam, so PCVR players, holla, get this in your life because you're about to get some good PCVR again, trust me. Next up is Half-Life 2. The VR mod is officially coming to Steam, so you'll be able to download this directly from Steam. Wow, I had like an actual glitch in the memory there. You'll be able to download this from Steam yourself, and it's going to have its own page. So this is quite official, not literally official, it's still a mod, but it's like, you know, as close as we're going to get for a mod. This allows you to pretty much play the entirety of Half-Life 2 in virtual reality in a very similar style to Half-Life Alyx. I'm really excited for this. I'm looking forward to giving it a go. I haven't played this one yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a go. So when that comes out, maybe I'll cover it on the channel. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you care if I cover this on the channel, or do you just want to know that it exists? Either or is good with me. Let me know in the comments down below. But still, very exciting to see freaking Half-Life actually getting fully converted into this, and you know, it looks pretty dodgy, and while we have not a lot of good stuff out at the moment, this is like a nice halfway house, because most of us probably own Half-Life 2 anyway. Then you just download the mod for free, and you got a new VR game. Next up, on the 15th, we have the new After the Fall season dropping. I did a video on this the other day. I am so excited for this coming out. Number one, I freaking love this game. It's one of my go-to multiplayer games. Playing it with friends just all around the world. It's just such a good game for that. They're bringing in a whole load of new stuff. There's like 100 new things that you can unlock and grind for. We have the new saw blade attachment for the wrist, which you can like shoot off and frick up some zombies. Snowbreed, sorry, my bad. We also have the automatic shotgun coming into it, which is freaking cool, and then you have the modifiers to adjust how the guns work in the game, so you can have like burst fire on a service pistol. It's freaking cool. And then just to top it all off, there's a brand new level with a brand new boss and two new like little bad guys that are in there as well. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but it is in the video if you want to watch it, if you want to see a spoiler of it, or if you want to go into it fresh, just know that it's freaking cool and there's a ton more content to finally do in After the Fall. So get that grind on. With all these new modifiers, it kind of gives you a good reason to revisit all the old levels as well, and just kind of start that grinding process again on it. So I'm happy. You should be happy. Go and check that out. Next up, we're going to talk about the PlayStation Showcase that came out yesterday. I was so freaking excited for this. I was so excited. And I feel quite let down by the whole situation, to be honest with you. It's not bad what they presented to us for the PSVR 2, but it is not exciting, for me at least. Maybe if you haven't been able to play any of these games before, then it'll be kind of hype for you. But for me, the ones that were announced were kind of they're great games, but they're games I've been able to play for a long time and have played, so you know, the hype wasn't there for me. I was really hoping that we were going to get something brand new to see, some sort of like cheeky gameplay maybe of some of the things that they have announced so far, but unfortunately we didn't get that. Demeo is finally coming across to you guys, and it's going to come with the PSVR 2, so this is very exciting in the sense that it's a bloody good game and I love playing Demeo, but I just wanted something new to see. But still, it's exciting. The other piece of news we got is their remastering, or like, I don't know, upping the graphics of the Tales series in... Yeah, I mean, I love Star Wars, but I didn't really care that much about this game. I'm gonna be honest, it didn't really hit home with me. Still, it's a cool game and it's going to be a good experience for a lot of people. The opening scene to this game is pretty freaking solid. It just kind of tapers off a little bit for me after that moment. But yeah, it's exciting nonetheless. At least we're getting some content that we're seeing that's coming to it. It's just, like I said, I just wanted to see something brand new, man. I wanted to see the new stuff. But it is what it is. And the last story of the day, probably the juiciest bit of news that we got all week, was the Quest Pro leak. We got this leak come out where essentially what happened is an employee, I'm guessing of Meta, had 2 headsets and left them in a hotel room by accident. That's pretty silly, isn't it? I imagine they're in quite a bit of trouble. But then what happened is an employee of that hotel then took them to the Lost and Found and went through the boxes and did essentially the first unboxing of the Quest Pro, giving us confirmation of the name. It essentially is going to be called Quest Pro now. I mean, it's on the box, and also kind of giving us our first look at the headset. A lot of people are talking about how it doesn't have a shroud for VR. Apparently there is going to be one in a box so that you can switch it to VR mode. Its main aim, as far as I'm understanding things, is for that AR and productive usage, so you want to be able to see around you still, which is why they don't, I think, push it too hard with the shroud being on, because the main aim is on that focus of the pass-through, colour pass-through and stuff. But yeah, we got our first look at it. Looks pretty interesting. Sadly, Bradley was pretty much exactly right about everything that he had predicted for it, and it's exciting. I mean, listen, it's a weird headset to be excited for or not excited for, because I feel like there's a lot of misunderstanding about what this headset is going to be around the community. So to clear that up, I'm going to just give you a little bit of understanding as far as I get this headset. Now listen, this is speculation, so I'm just going to give you my speculation, but it is, you know, good advice. So I would take this however you want to take it. The Quest Pro, is it something you should be rushing out to buy? I don't know. I don't really think so, to be honest with you. Is it aimed at us as the gamer? Not really. This is a productivity headset. This is aimed at an enterprise. Although we can buy it, although it is still available to us to buy, it's going to be a very high-end prosumer headset. So yes, that side of things is cool. Is it going to play games any better? As far as we understand, no, it's not going to play any games any better. You're not going to get exclusive titles going to it, because, I mean, it would be crazy, because it's not going to sell as well as the Quest 2, so there's no reason why they would ever do that. Plus, the powerhouse in it isn't really any more powerful, it's just more capable. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. Like I say, I don't think you should be rushing out to go and spend the potentially $1,500 on this thing. Stick with your Quest. It's going to be looked after for a very long time. Unless you have a specific reason, like you want to be able to work in a virtual reality space, you use AR, or you want to be able to design in it or something like that, then yes, those things it's going to be phenomenal for. Personally, I'd be interested in taking a look at one so that I could see what it's like for productivity, like being able to have multiple monitors around me or something like that for editing. That side of things, I would love to check it out for. But yeah, if you're thinking about buying it just for gaming, I would say stick with the Quest 2. It's probably going to be better for you, and it's going to be a third of the price, potentially. I mean, we don't know a confirmed price yet, but they are aiming around that ballpark. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Are you hyped for the Quest Pro? Do you care? Are you understanding what this thing's going to be used for? But yeah, I'm kind of interested to know all of your opinions down below. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week's news. Thank you for checking this out. Smash like if you enjoyed it, or you found something useful in it. And of course, if you're new, subscribe, stick around, because we do all sorts of stuff on this channel, from gameplay to craziness to VR news. Everything VR, baby. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.